In last video, we discussed about what happens when you have Sun in the sign of Taurus. In this video, we are going to talk about what happens when you have Sun in the sign of Gemini. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Vedic Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You'll be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one. And these videos will help you grow further faster into Vedic astrological studies. If you have any question, DM me on Instagram at Pramanic Astrology. Or if you have any queries, you can put your queries into the relevant YouTube videos. I read all the comments and I reply to almost all the comments. If you are looking for readings and consultation, check out the link into the description section and go for the complete horoscope analysis. And if you want to have a sample report of the detailed horoscope PDF report, just go to the link into the description section and download the sample right now for free. Sun in the sign of Gemini. What is Sun? The first thing which comes to our mind when we think of Sun is light. Sun is light, Sun is vision, Sun is authority, Sun is government, Sun is father. It is the significator of your bones or structure. It is all about the government authorities. Anything which is governing can be ruled by Sun. It can be a local government or it can be the biggest governments in the world. Yet, Sun is also the significator of your father. Sun also represents your soul and your consciousness. Sun is about the visibility and the vision as well. Sun shows the inner self, the soul and the consciousness, and hence it is the karaka of the consciousness as well as ego. Sun represents your ego. Sun also is a significator of a career, authority, and all about the leadership. And what is the sign of Gemini? When we talk about the Rashis, we always judge them on three basis. First is the ruler of the Rashi, second the element of the Rashi, and third the type of the movement, like whether it is the fixed sign, cardinal sign, or the dual sign. And when it comes to element, whether it's an earthy element sign, airy sign, water element sign, or fire element sign. So let's try to look into the sign of Gemini. Gemini is a sign ruled by Mercury, is an air element sign, and is the sign which has the dual personality to it. In Sanskrit, it is called as Dviswabhav Rashi. Dviswabhav literally means the dual nature of the Rashi. So Dviswabhav, Dvi is two, Swabhav is nature. So dual nature of the Rashi is Dviswabhav Rashi. Gemini is one of the dual signs. Let's talk about Gemini. What is Gemini? Gemini is a sign ruled by Mercury. And what are the qualities of the Mercury? Mercury is a planet. The first thing which really comes to our mind when we talk about Mercury is an intellectual nature. In a celestial cabinet, Sun is your soul, Moon is your mind, and the Mercury is the first human intellect. The intellectual nature of a person is pretty much can be seen with the Mercury. Mercury is also a youthful sign. Mercury loves communication. Mercury is very good and shrewd at business. Mercury is wonderful at connecting and networking with people. Mercury is all about processing the information and connecting different kinds of symbolism, numbers and patterns, and create some sort of connection between different types of patterns. Just like astrology. In astrology, we have so many planets, so many houses, Then what happens when you have this planet into this house, in this nakshatra, this pada, and so on? You have to recollect all this information, and you have to bring out the interpretation out of all these patterns and the, what I would call it, more than pattern, rules. Mercury is a neutral planet. It is the neutrality not only between the masculine and the feminine side of our personality, but more so, these people can think in a balanced and neutral way. So these people are great at connecting with different kinds of people and connecting different peoples as well as a mediator. So Mercury does great job here. So Mercury is ruling the sign of Gemini. Next, Gemini is air element sign. What is the significance of air element? Air element brings in the intellect. Already Gemini is ruled by intellectual Mercury. Now the element of Gemini is also airy, which is all about the intellect. And what is the intellect? Intellect can create understanding. Intellect can study different patterns and different information and can really create a profound understanding out of it. And once they can create an understanding, they can develop skills and techniques around these understanding. So this is the nature of Gemini. They are very good at intellectual or processing the information in general. Gemini is a dual sign. What is the significance and the nature of the dual signs? Dual signs are, as the name suggests, are dual. But what is this duality is about? This duality is about the fixed nature as well as the movable nature. We talked about Aries, which is a movable sign. We talked about Taurus, which is the fixed sign. And now the Gemini is the dual sign. What it shows is Gemini has the element of fixed as well as the movable nature. These signs, like the Gemini sign, will not move fundamentally. Though it has the element of movement, yet they won't change fundamentally. They remain fixed. Yet they allow certain things to happen as an adjustment. So they have the best of both the worlds. Now they are fixed, sticking to their roots, and now they have certain adjustments to cope up with the situation. In a way, they are dual, fixed as well as movable. When I initially started learning about the Gemini sign, I was surprised why it has been given hands as well as chest. How do they resonate with each other? But when I saw the Kalpurush image, it is standing like this. And when you stand like this, the hands and chest comes at the same level. So Gemini represents the collarbones and the part just below the neck and the arms. And what is the significance of the arms? With the arms, you can create or you can destroy. So Gemini is super important to create something, to destroy something. What you do with these tools, with these hands, depend upon your mindset. It depends upon your consciousness, your vivek. But these are the significations of Gemini. What happens when Sun comes into the sign of Gemini? The planet of your health comes into the sign which is youthful. So these people, the Sun with the sign of Gemini, are always healthy and more so youthful. This is what I have observed in the Gemini sign. When the Sun comes into the sign of Gemini, these people are healthy and more so they look young. They look younger than their age because of the impact of Gemini. Gemini is all about the communication, and Sun is the planet which is all about the stability, leadership, authority. So when the person with Sun in Gemini speaks about anything, he dominates the communication. He really takes hold of it with his aura, with his Sun and kingly communication. He takes hold of everything, and now he dominates the communication. If it is the communication or networking, he will rule the networking. Doesn't matter if it's a small networking, in his own sphere of life, he will rule the network and friendships. Sun is the planet of stability. The planet of stability coming into the sign of flexibility. Gemini is a sign of flexibility and dual nature, and Sun is fixed. So when the planet of rigid and stable nature comes into the house of flexibility oriented sign, it makes the person rigid. These people are not flexible. The original flexible nature of the Gemini is somewhat restricted due to the presence of Sun, because wherever Sun goes, he just takes hold of it. Be it the Aries, Taurus, now it's in Gemini. He will take hold of Gemini. The planet of self-awareness, consciousness, ego goes into the sign which is all about networking, which is all about others, which is all about sharing. So these people kind of restrict their social circles. Yes, Gemini is all about connecting with people and going and meeting new people and all the youthful activities, but Sun is a serious king. He doesn't like to mingle with people. He likes to sit on the throne and order others. So when Sun, the king, comes into this sign, he is kind of restricted his social circles. So yes, this was Sun in Gemini, as much as I could hold grasp and share with you guys what to watch next. If you are new to Vedic astrology, just go to my YouTube channel and start exploring the fascinating world of Vedic astrology. Just go to the playlist page and go to any of the playlists. But I would recommend to start your journey with how to get started into Vedic astrology, or the rising signs and the Ascendant series, or the best of the Brahmanic astrology, or the RetroGrade planet series, or transit versus dasha video. You can start your journey anywhere from any of these videos. Sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.